So you know how I love animals, and out of nowhere yesterday, Wheezy Instagrams me and he asked, can you babysit my dog? And I was like, oh, because like I've never had a pet before. I was like, I'll do it free of charge, like just let me know like when I can come in. And it came in last night, and Bentley should be in there, all his cages and stuff and supplies. Babe, bring it upstairs.
Why?
I'm not gonna leave him downstairs alone. Are you fucking crazy? Oh my god, Wheezy brought the oh my god, hello. Wheezy brought in the dog, and it's really smart actually too.
Sit. Down.
Oh, smart
down.
Dog.
Roll over.
Smart dog.
Roll over. Roll over.
Oh.
Roll over. Good boy. Huh?
Wow, such a smart
Good boy. Good.
My mom, my sister met it too.
You said you're tiny. It's too tiny.
No,
I
what the
thought it's the tiniest.
That is a tiny dog. It's a
How
hypoallergenic.
you can study with the dog? Put diaper in the dog.
Hello, I just washed my hands.
There's no small
I have to
diaper.
wash my hands again.
No, it's potty trained.
I thought the dog died. I saw this. I said, oh my god, the dog died from the cold.
So we're about to go to church, and after that we're gonna go get pet food because I think that's the only thing that they forgot to bring was the dry food.
It's been so tired.
You said
He was staying there. He thinks this is bed.
Grandma's working out, you know. Oh, there's a picture of me. I brought it for Valentine's Day. There's a lot of balloons on the wall. Only 3 months old, and it's a hypoallergenic dog. It's like a little living teddy bear, I swear. And it's a boy. His name is Bentley. Shout out to Wheezy and Wendy. I chose to puppy sit for free because, you know, I've met Bentley before, but when they first got him this year, and I'm really cool with Wendy and Wheezy, so of course, like, I'd do it for them. But like, if it was any other stranger's dog, like, I'd probably charge to puppy sit. But this puppy's so fucking cute. Like, I just wanted to take care of it for like a couple weeks, just so I know the experience. Perfect a guest to bring with me to debunk some shit people have been saying to me. Since my last video, I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of messages on Snapchat and Instagram. People saying whatever bullshit they can behind a screen, whatever they can type in without even doing their research. I'm not gonna argue or call out anybody's name or give them clout, because that's not what I'm about. And just leave it at that. I don't need to argue. I'm gonna keep doing my own thing. I'll keep taking care of Bentley, go to school, go to the gym, you know, do my own thing. Like, I don't need to sit here and keep wasting my energy on people. Some people have been asking me like, how can I go vegan and stuff, so that's cool at least. And someone told me that going vegan won't make a difference, which it totally does. One person does make a huge difference on this planet. It saves water, it saves land, because we aren't using the land to go make other animals to reproduce and rape and then murder after that. We save one life. Oh, is he hiccuping? Drink some water. And yes, it does make a difference, because every time you buy something from the grocery that is meat, it's just, they're gonna replace it again. So it's really supply and demand. That's how businesses kind of work. If people want it more, then they'll supply more. So when you buy meat, you're basically killing another animal, getting slaughtered. And they say it's a personal choice. People say like, oh, it's my choice, like you can't just tell me. But it's really not your choice. Like, there's someone else's life on the line, and they didn't choose to be eaten. They are not choosing to be killed. They're not sacrificing their own lives. They're innocent creatures, and can't see the difference between this dog and a pig or another species. They all have the same basic needs that we do too, like sleeping, eating, drinking, pooping, peeing. They need exercise, they need to live life, they need to be happy. When people were saying like, you're eating a plant that has life, so how can you even preach? I can't even believe people would compare cutting a stem to slitting a throat. Like, how is that the same thing? And plants, if you went to middle school and took basic science classes, you know that plants do not have a central nervous system. They cannot feel pain, and they don't move around, walk, or make noise. They're not the same at all. That we need to eat them. We need to eat meat because that's fat, and fat will turn into muscle. And that is a misconception, because fat, one tissue cannot turn into another tissue. Fat does not automatically turn to muscle. You have to burn fat. to lose the weight, and then you have to go to the gym, strengthen your muscles. That's how it works. I didn't know like you could eat as much cheeseburgers as you want and just become muscular buff. No, that's not how it works. And there's no such thing as a humane slaughter. Like, I don't know how the fuck that even makes sense. No good way to kill somebody. And when people say it tastes good, I think it's just gluttony, because they're really being selfish and like killing another life for like their own taste buds. And that's pretty much the only thing people mostly say to admit it to me in their posts, that it's immoral. So then how makes sense to even eat them? If it's immoral, if it's not even good like to do at first, then why is it good to eat later on? It just, to me, it just doesn't make sense. Well, rapist rapes and he has sex because it feels good to him, so why it's okay? Or when people steal because it feels good to have that stuff they didn't buy for, is that okay? Like, I don't think so. And if it's immoral, so why isn't anything being really done to it? And it does make a difference to change. But some vegans act really superior, or they're so judgmental, but it's really, I am not feeling like I am better than anyone for this choice. I actually don't feel superior to anybody. I actually feel very equal to everybody and every creature, even human or not. That's why I choose not to eat them. I see them as a life that is alive. I just judge the majority of earth and life as just precious. They are precious beings. And we do tend, even like non-vegans tend to judge other people too. So I don't even know how it accounts for me. So everybody says vegans don't get enough protein, but they actually get 70% more protein than non-vegans, because they are directly eating straight from the plants, and the plants aren't just going to the animal. Then there's no middle moo in the way. Like, it's literally just the plants to you, and that's what we really need. And there's even plant-based burgers that I have. I got this beast burger. I'm gonna show you. We got it at Meijer today. Like, pinkness of meat, and it tastes like it, but it's all just plants. It's 53 grams of protein. Super good. Let me show you. It looks like meat in the inside. You just cook it and stuff. So good. I had it yesterday, and I fed it to my boyfriend because he was curious. Oh, look at now Bentley's curious, huh? You smelled it? So it's perfectly perfect. Perfectly perfect for athletes and people who like to go to the gym like me. What about calcium? Calcium you can get from almond milk. It's the same thing. Coconut milk, there's cashew milk. Anything from the nuts can be made into like the milk. Dairy is really full of like antibiotics and pus, because they raped the cows to like impregnate them. So that's how they lactate. If cow's milk is meant for a cow, I don't understand how it's meant to feed a human body. I talked about that in my last video. So many people are aware that the World Health Organization recently declared meat as a group 1 carcinogen, and that can definitely cause cancer. If you didn't know, now you do, and I have research to back that up, and I'm not just saying this out my ass. And if anybody's interested, you should go get this book. It's filled with so much information, or you can just look it up on YouTube. Either way, like, I feel like it's so many recipes that you can do. People think you can just need to eat salads. That's not fucking true at all. It's much more than that, and there's alternatives to everything that you've been growing up. Just because it's been normal for us growing up doesn't mean like it's okay. Like, just even a few hundred years ago there was slavery, and no one even said anything about that until someone spoke up. We didn't even have women's rights to vote until like the last past 100 years, and now we're like being very like speciesist, I guess. Like, we choose one species over the other. It doesn't make sense. I think we've been conditioned to eat it because America just wants us to like die or something. We're like overpopulated or make profit off the healthcare. Someone told me over Snapchats that if everybody ate plants, the atmosphere would be too much of CO2 because plants absorb that shit. It's not like we're out here eating trees. We're eating the edible plants. We're eating the edible fruits, the veggies. The things that we can just pick off and eat, Our teeth aren't even meant to eat meat either. Like, see, like, this is blunt teeth, not like omnivore, like spiky shark teeth. That's totally different. Greenhouse gases caused by the methane in cows' farts, and we don't feed cows grass anymore. We usually feed them corn and they still emit gas, and even cutting down all those trees. We cut down the trees to make more animals to rape and make them more overpopulated to feed all our grains to, just so we can have 1 pound of meat. So if that isn't detrimental to the environment, then I don't know really what is. So someone tried to tell me, you're not gonna get everybody to go vegan, like the animals die anyway. This is an example of a nirvana fallacy, because it's a fallacy where solutions to problems are rejected because they aren't perfect. They don't have to be perfect, but one person can make a huge difference. So in like you kind of just have to educate yourself. I was at first, I'm not saying like I'm perfect, that I just like went vegan overnight. Like, no, like, yeah, it's been like 3 months. That's still 270 meals that I've eaten vegan and some plus snacks. So when people say like, oh, like you haven't even been vegan for that long, like that's not true. Like most people can't even do it for like 1 day, so I don't even know why they are talking shit. Like at least I'm trying to change and educate. I don't have to put people down, but like I'm not the nicest person when people do that, but right now I just don't feel like calling people out on it. There was a China study conducted over 20 years ago by researchers at Oxford and Cornell universities. This showed that all our main diseases that I keep preaching about or talking about to everybody is heart disease, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, and stroke could all be prevented by our diet. And this is why I kind of like want to like talk about it, because you know, the people I love, you know, like I just want them to be around forever. I think they're just amazing. Hey, my mom is over here looking at me filming my video. So people say like, why eat pigs but not dogs? Simple, because like when people say like, oh, dogs are pets, someone told me this. Dogs are domesticated, so they don't need to be eaten. But in other countries, they eat dogs because it's an animal and that's meat. And don't tell me shut up. Like push back what I'm saying about the animals and just kind of like say, oh, like they're domesticated, like it's fine. And the reason why I kind of like preach or like kind of say about my beliefs to others. Like, what are you doing?
He hated me.
No, he doesn't. He's trying to play with you. When people say like I'm forcing my beliefs, I'm not really forcing my beliefs. I'm kind of just saying it in a video. Someone told me to stop making me. Oh, but excuse me. Like I have the right to. I just feel like it's just so wrong. That's why I want to keep saying it, and I want to help other people. Study. If humans keep eating seafood, there's a huge rate by 2050 that the oceans will be dead zones because all the fish will be gone. Like they are what make the planet go around. I think these creatures have been here before us, and I feel like we should respect them and we should see them as another life. And just because they're not human doesn't make it any better. Like I feel like say veganism is expensive. I could not believe that. That is like farther from the truth than it already is. Like beef, lamb, chicken, pork, that shit is hella expensive because the process of how it goes through, that needs to be killed, needs to be slaughtered, needs to be skinned, then they take the muscle, cut that off, and then they gotta bake it, whatever, and there's still antibiotics and a lot of like drugs that they put into these animals, even to try to make them look fatter, juicier. From like rice, soybeans, wheat, corn, they're like less than $1. Less than $1. You save money, you stay healthy, you look sexy, you're not killing lives. So what about our omega-3s, right? If we can't eat the fish, then what are we gonna do? They try to convince us that we need fish or fish oil for our omega-3s. When, contrary to the belief, the health food of this fish is riddled with mercury, dioxins, and PCBs. We can use plant-based sources of omega-3s to fuel our bodies. Not only flax seeds, but hemp seeds, edamame, wild rice, canola oil, walnuts, black beans, and kidney beans. Those animal products are meant for the animals. Oh my god. Like all the species might go extinct because of us, as us humans. There's billions innocent creatures on this life just living in it. Okay, you guys, so I think this is all I gotta say. I just wanted to give a huge welcome to my new friend. It's coming back to Wendy and Wheezy. I think March 16th, and then 2 days later I'm going to the Tana Mojo full screen live event, and that should be fun. I'm gonna film that too. The sweetest puppy ever. Oh my god, I can't believe some people will like cut this up as me and like sell it in like other countries. But it's so precious. Bye. Peace out.